Alright y'all, I have tried to make this video like 8 times now, and I'm just gonna talk and see where it goes and edit it where I can. I want to make it extremely clear that the video I posted was posted 2 weeks ago. It didn't gain traction until 3 days ago. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm so shocked it went viral. I'm not. The story is disgusting. Our neighborhood was put at risk. I got a text message from Fox 5 saying they're not going to cover the story because of its graphic nature. Well, thank God for TikTok, and thank God for all of you. You watched that video and you liked it, or you shared it, or you've been telling your friends. Thank you from the bottom of my fucking heart. I just don't think this is something that has been talked about. I don't think people talk about what happens after death or when people rot. Most people die in their homes and rot for a couple weeks, or like on their bed or their fucking kitchen floor. Well, unfortunately, it was public to the neighborhood, so it's a different situation. The first thing I want to comment on is the funeral home comments. I have talked to a bunch of funeral home owners here in Las Vegas, and while it's normal to embalm a body and then rinse the fluids down a drain and then it goes to the giant water system where it gets treated, which is kind of crazy to me, but like cool, it's the protocol. I'm not, whatever. My neighborhood is not a funeral home and my streets are not drains. They are, but like they're not for that, if you understand what I'm saying. Number 2, I have posted the video of the county worker grabbing his gardening hose and rinsing his body fluid down the driveway. Just be warned that at the end of the video, I do show what the driveway looks like after the county came. But I'm gonna give you guys a timeline to help you fully understand when this happened and when it kind of got solved by the county. I mean, there's still fluid coming down the driveway, but it's like at the end of the driveway and it's not as much as it used to be, but it's better than what it was. So Father's Day, June 16th is when the body was found and the coroner picked it up. Thursday, June 20th is when we noticed Clark County outside of the house, and when they told us we can move the trash cans, just be careful, there's biohazard in them. Same day, Thursday, June 20th, I came home to see why there was biohazard in the trash cans, to keep watching the video to see the county worker grab his gardening hose and rinse the body fluid down the driveway. I immediately called the county. It was again Thursday, June 20th at about 4:30 p.m. I think they close at 5:30 p.m. I got transferred to a voicemail. I left a voicemail, very detailed, and I just left it at that. Friday, June 21st is when I called 311 to have 2 police officers come out just to tell me there was absolutely nothing they could do and that it was the county's problem. That Saturday and Sunday passed, and then Monday, June 24th, is when I did get in contact with the public administration's office, the manager. She immediately said she was aware of the situation. She had said 3 biohazard teams were communicating and coordinating to get out there, assess the situation, and then they would come back and clean the situation. She said she was completely appalled at what she was hearing. Okay, so that was Monday, June 24th. Then Tuesday, June 25th, Clark County's truck was outside of their house again, and the girls were pulling the trash cans, the same trash cans, into the garage. So I called the county, I called the manager, and I asked what the hell they were doing, and she said to at least try to contain the area best that they could. They were going to at least bring the trash cans into his garage. And that was Tuesday, June 25th. So Thursday, June 27th, 2 days later, it was evening time when I pulled my cameras because I didn't see anything Wednesday, and the fluid was still down the driveway, so I wasn't really sure. So Thursday, I pulled my cameras about 12 p.m. on Thursday. The truck parked on the side where my cameras couldn't get it, of course, but a few workers walked up the driveway. They did bring 2 red trash cans into the garage, and then I did see them spraying some kind of white chemical down the driveway. Not complaining because majority of the mess was cleaned up on that Thursday, June 27th. So again, the body was found on June 16th, but the county didn't rinse it down the driveway until June 20th. So from June 20th to June 27th, 7 fucking days, there was rotting body fluid coming down my neighbor's driveway. The whole neighborhood smelled so bad. And like so many comments I keep seeing, what if a kid falls and scrapes their knee? What if a dog walks through it and now they're cuddling in bed with you? Which was the grossest one I think I saw. And I know this has been long, and if you've been with me through this journey so far, I just want to thank you. I have no problem being the voice or quote unquote the messenger for such a big problem like this. The 300,000 views is fucking rad because it makes me feel like I'm being heard, and so many people agree. I want to be clear that I know this is not my moment. I am not going viral. The story of my neighbor has gone viral. I am just the channel for a really important message. And in my opinion and everyone else's opinion, he deserved so much better.